everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday. It is crafting time. I'm Christy with Christy's Craft Room.
I'm not.
That there is my husband, Tim, or also known as I'm Not. And he does all kinds of things around here with us here at Christy's Craft Room. So come on in. Tim is sending out the text message.
Whoa, what the ham sandwich?
He will... What did you do there?
I don't have
You need to recopy that one. Tim is getting ready to send out the text message for everybody to let you know that we are live. If you don't get the text message and you want to get a text message when we are live, just text hello to this phone number right here. Yay, Veronica says, I finally got to see you live. Awesome, I love it. Just text 810-374-0342, the word hello, and you will get a text message when we go live. Hello, Miss Sally. Hello, Miss Paris, Miss Jenny. We are a little on the earlier side today. We are getting a snowstorm here, so we are trying to get done so we can get home in a reasonable time. Hello, Sue.
What?
Hello, Judy. Hello, Jennifer. Not that we live very far from here, but still.
We could walk
We could walk in it, but I didn't bring all my walk-in winter wonderland stuff with me to walk in it, so that's not happening.
These boots are made for walking.
Yeah, well, these tennis shoes are not made for walking. Hello, Miss Michelle. Hello, Veronica. Or Monica, sorry. Hello, Judy. We are going to craft, guys. We're going to craft. I have this little Dollar Tree heart we're going to use today. I have some Scrabble letters and some twine. I've got this little sign base that I'm going to use from Hobby Lobby. I got it on clearance for $1. $1. And I have a little stack here. I'm going to gift this to somebody who's hanging out here with us today. So somebody is going to get all the supplies to recreate this creation today. All you have to do is sprinkle this video out to your friends, and we will pick somebody at the end, okay? Ooh. Hey, Michelle Golden. How are you? Hello, Michelle Irvine.
Terry Doyle from Shepherd,
Michigan. We've been there a time or two.
Time or four.
Or 4 or 5. Yes, we've been to many wrestling tournaments up there. Many wrestling tournaments at your high school.
Thank you, Jenny, for the stars.
Shepherd, Michigan. In Shepherd, Michigan. Hello, Miss Peggy. Miss Peggy's here. Hello, Loretta and Bertie. Woo, there comes everybody. The text must have just went through because everyone's popping through all at the same time. Good afternoon. Let's get crafting. So I'm also using some scrapbook paper. You can use whatever scrapbook paper you want. This is the one that's in the shop. A bunch of you guys got this, so I'm like, let's use it. So it's got all kinds of different plaid patterns, and it's very like realistic looking plaid. Like it looks like a photo of a plaid shirt. So I thought that was pretty cool. So we're going to use a couple of these today. And then we're going to gift what we use today to somebody who's watching. Whoa, there goes my iron.
Jeez Louise.
I know. I have a little plan for my iron. I need to get it into place because my iron keeps falling. I keep knocking it off the table. I don't know why, but I just plugged it in. I'm going to move it up here so I don't knock it off the table again. And oh, y'all just got a sneak peek of something you're not supposed to get a sneak peek of. Let me move that. Woo, let me get this out of here. That is an unreleased item that y'all are not supposed to see yet. I don't know how much you can see of it.
Well, here, it's...
But you might have been able to get it. Oh, you got a little. Well, it's kind of hard to tell, but you might be able to if you watch the replay. You might be able to see a little bit of what
for the stars. Thank you,
is coming in one of our next sets. Oops. Lana, thank you. All right, so first thing we're going to do, I'm going to dry brush a little bit of white paint.
Sandra.
I like the color. I just want to like add a little bit of white to it. A little bit of white. Oh, Miss Candace. Miss Candace, those mats, these mats, y'all, we just restocked them today.
Thank you, Patty, for the stars.
They're gone. They're gone.
And it's not like we only bought like
yes, it is, Miss Judy. Yes, this book is in our shop. It's like, shoot, I double checked it. It's under $8. It's like 7 something. So it's a really good priced book of paper. But What was I saying? Oh, these mats.
Thank you, Joan.
These mats, we put them in the shop. They are gone already.
Thank you, Chris, for the stars.
Already have another order placed for them. I placed another order already, and hopefully they'll be here as soon as they're here, just like these ones that we added to the shop today. The minute they're here, I will add them. We opened them to the subscription group first, our craft kit group. They always get early access to everything. And they got up a good chunk of them. There were a few left, though, when I posted it to the page. And then they went quick. So
Joan says, I told a fellow Dollar Tree Craft Club member about this group, and she signed up.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. Good morning, Miss Jennifer.
Oh, my goodness gracious. We got to dance.
Is it dancing time?
It's dancing time.
Miss Peggy, thank you for the stars. Thank you. It's done. Ooh, you got like in my space. Just kidding. Just kidding.
With all this space.
All this space.
Thank you, Marcel, for the stars.
All this space.
Okay. All right.
We just need like dance an hour where we just hang out.
Dance an hour?
And
Well, we have to have music.
It'd be more fun than working out.
You know, we could, oh, jeez, we could have our earbuds in with music in it. That way we got music to dance
with. And we can just tell you what song to put on so you can listen on your end.
There you go.
That would be weird. Could you imagine that? Just like scrolling through Facebook and seeing like two people just randomly dancing silently with no music, no talking, nothing, with earbuds in. They'd be like, what is, like as Tim would say, what in the Sam Hill is happening there? That's what they'd say. What in the Sam Hill?
Christy Lee, this is our new space.
This is our newest space.
Newest.
Yes.
Yeah, we've been here for...
Since December?
December?
End of November. End of November. Okay, I'm going to move the book out of the way for a minute because it's just in my way. I'll put it back there.
Joan says, I had them in my shopping cart when I was told they were gone.
Joan, keep it in your cart. Keep it there. Keep it there. As soon as we get more in, make sure you're stalking the page. It usually takes them about a week to get our orders to us. About a week. So I just let them know. I let Austin know. I said, if they come while I'm gone, because I'm going to be gone on a business trip next week.
Thank you, Stacy, for the stars.
If they come while I'm gone, make sure you guys add them to stock and let the ladies know, and gentlemen, that they're in stock for them. So...
Oh, did I miss some newbies?
Did we miss our newbies? Don't miss our newbies. So I'm just dry brushing, guys. So to dry brush, you put a little bit of paint on your brush, kind of tap the excess out onto your plate or whatever you're using, and then just brush it over.
Pam, the craft group, the craft group will open the end of March.
The end of March, but you can get on our waiting list. We have a waiting
list. How do I
list.
get on that waiting list?
All you have to do, that phone number that I just held up a minute ago, Tim can hold it up again for you. If you send a text message to that phone number that says Craft Box, you will be the first to know when we have spaces available. If we have any cancellations each month in between until we open again, we will fill those spaces with new people. So when that happens, we'll send out a text message and be like, hey, we have a couple spots open, or hey, we have 5 spots open, or hey, we have 7 spots open, we have 4 spots open, whatever it is. We send it out to that list, anyone who signed up for that. And if we have 4 spots open, the first 4 people that click on the link we send you and get signed up, just by adding it to your cart does not guarantee your spot. You gotta it's first to the checkout process. So don't add it to your cart and then do a little extra shopping around. Get it in your cart and get it checked out. Because we've had many people, just like someone today was trying to get the mat. She had it in her cart, and by the time she got to checkout, somebody else scooped it up.
Is Tim doing the lives while you're gone?
I would love to say yes, but
probably not.
I know better than that.
Not to say that Tim won't go live acting all a fool.
Maybe he'll pop on and visit with y'all live. I'm sure I will pop on and visit with y'all live. While it's going to be a very busy week, it's all very
Hi, Lynn.
Heavily business diving into deep stuff. I'm sure I'm still going to have some time.
Yes, she is Christy. Someone asked, who was it?
Yes, I'm Christy.
Who was it?
I
Joe.
am. This is my craft room. I am Christy. Yes. And that's I'm not. We should probably share the I'm not story for those that are new. We have a lot of new friends with us lately.
Yes.
That may not understand the whole I'm not
Thank you for the stars, Andrea.
situation. They might find it a little weird, okay?
Well, we are a little weird. So that's okay.
Tim is a lot more, like, we're not saying like he's like not anything or anything. Like he's a whole lot of stuff.
Welcome, Susie. She's a newbie.
Welcome, Susie. So, Susie, since you're new, we'll tell you what I'm not means. So whenever I go through these weird phases of introductions, I don't know. I used to be like, when I first started, like, I'm Christy's craft room. This is my craft room. Welcome to my craft room.
It was absolutely hilarious. I gave her so much crap for that one. I'm like, how many times are you going to tell them this is Christy's craft room?
I'm like, I'm Christy's craft room. This is my craft room. Welcome to my craft room. Very like monotone and low energy, and I was so nervous. And then I got a little more comfortable, and I'd be like, hello. hello.
She came out of her shell a little bit.
Yes. So then my kids thought that was the funny one, so they would tease me. They'd be like,
yeah. Hello.
Their friends would walk in the door. Some that I didn't know very well. Kids from school. They'd be like, hello. I'm like, oh, Lord. Okay, so that kind of caught on for a while. So then Tim started hanging out with us more. So I would introduce Tim, who's people probably wonder, what's this arm over here, this random arm? This is our muscle here, okay? He's like our virtual bodyguard. He kicks the trolls out. He gets the spammers out of here. He keeps things clean in the comment section, okay? Keeps things moving. He'll answer a lot of questions. Sometimes he'll type and reply to a question to somebody sometimes. But I'd be like, I'm Christy with Christy's Craft Room. And then Tim would pop in, I'm not. So it just kind of caught on. So he always says that. So now everybody jokingly refers to him as I'm not. So it's Christy and I'm not. He actually has a shirt that says I'm not that Miss Lynn got made for him. One of our friends here. All right. So I dry brushed. Okay. If you go a little too heavy with your paint and you're like, oh, I got too much white and I didn't really want that much, you can take a sanding block and then just kind of tone it down a little bit, bring a little bit of that wood back. I do like to go over it anyways because I feel like by going over it with the sanding block,
Thank you,
kind of
Sama.
blends your colors. Kind of like makeup, you gotta blend it. Blend it, ladies, blend it.
Muriel, we may get to that one. She asked how we met, or where'd y'all meet.
Oh, where'd we all meet?
But hold on. Lynn says, Garoche says, it was hilarious. You could tell when she got comfortable.
I'm very different than I used to be. It's funny. We have lots of friends that will reshare old videos. And I'm friends with some people who like to reshare my old videos. And I'm like, oh my gosh!
over.
I think some do it like on purpose because they're just like, ha. I know this is going to make her cringe, so I'm going to share it. Yeah.
Okay, guys, get ready. I'm going to grab some names here in a minute.
Right, I'm going to grab my paper. I'm thinking black and white buffalo check for the back, and then maybe the red buffalo check for the heart. Maybe?
Yeah, we're making a Dollar Tree Valentines.
Yes. Dollar Tree Valentines. There's lots of fun colors. A Valentine's decor piece. Shelf sitter. Look at that for St. Patty's Day coming up. Some green. Where did it go?
Ooh.
Right there. I'm thinking this one for the background. And then I'm thinking this one for the heart. And then maybe dry brush a little bit of white to tone it down a little bit so it's not too harsh. And to bring it all together. What do y'all think? Ooh. The other option is, there was another one. Where is it? There was like a pinkish one. Where is it?
A pinkish one.
I'm leaning towards the red though, but the pink one was, where is it? Okay, am I lying? Is there not a pink one?
Well, while you're looking for the pink one.
Maybe it was one of those two. There's that one, but that's a little more Eastery to me with the yellow. I feel like it's a little more Eastery. And then this one, I felt is a little Eastery also. Yeah. So I don't know. What do y'all think? Y'all tell me. Hearts if you think I should use the red. Thumbs up if you think I should pick a different one.
The red.
The red and black buffalo check. For the heart. For the heart. I'm using this.
Oh. Okay.
He's not listening. He doesn't listen. I did just explain all that.
Well, I would have to pay attention.
I'm seeing lots of hearts. So y'all, I see a couple thumbs. We're going to give it a minute. Make sure the thumbs don't catch up.
All right, we
give it a minute
have
because there is a delay.
Tammy Monroy, Leota Pentecost, Carla Favorty Miles, Tama Pienko, Charmaine Lippa, Kay Marie Miller, Jenny Roberts Day, Trish Lucas, Shelly Friedman, Bridget Penner, Tammy Taylor, Veronica Miller, Linda Desroach, Lavada Lavender Vance, and Kimberly Buck.
I'm going to get my scissors out of here.
Get your scissors out of there.
I'm going to...
Hello from Texas. Deep in the heart of Texas.
I'm going to trim a little bit off this edge just to kind of get it a little, so it's a little more evenly dispersed. Because otherwise we're going to end up with like a solid square on one side and like a little sliver of a square on the other side. So I think if I remove a little bit, it still might not be perfect, but it'll be a little bit more close to proportioned.
We got to dance again.
Is it dancing time again?
Well, it's a little bit past dancing time again.
What?
Yes.
I still feel like I'm gonna, like, I want to flail my arms. I want to do like the helicopter.
Go ahead. Okay, here I'll move.
The helicopter.
Yeah, Teresa, I see this one.
Chicken wing. I roll up my sleeves, y'all. It's getting hot in here. Whew.
I have that effect on women.
I know, Candy. These buffalo prints are super cute, aren't they? And I love that it looks like real material. Real material. I love it. It looks like a flannel shirt. Oh, Desiree thinks it's going to be too much buffalo check. Well, I am going to come over and tone it down with a little bit of antique wax.
Wow, is there such a thing? Is too much buffalo check?
I mean, I don't think there's a such thing as too much buffalo check.
Okay,
but I know a lot of people do. That's the book. It's.
Well, someone has to see it so they can take a screenshot.
Oh.
That's why.
It's the only book. It's the only paper book that's in our shop right now. It's the only one that's currently in the shop. I do have some spring ones that will be coming out soon. Soon. All right, so I'm going to line this side up over here. So I'm going to line this edge up inside my box, and then I'm going to make sure I keep it tight over there. I'm going to create a crease along my edge here.
We're glad you caught us, Robin. Look out for the helicopter blades, Tim.
I know, right? So I created a crease there.
Thank you,
so
Jackie,
now
for the
I'm going to
stars.
fold it over, and I'm going to make sure my edges are lined up, and that's going to give me a straight edge.
Yeah, apparently there is not such a thing as too much buffalo check.
I don't think there is.
That seems to be the consensus.
I use,
Can I drop it?
but if buffalo check is not your thing, and it's too much buffalo check for you, just pick the colors and patterns that you like.
Okay.
Because I know buffalo check isn't for everybody. Believe it or not everybody loves buffalo check as much as some of us do. Not everybody.
Okay, someone asked for the shot.
Well, I can't put the paper on the back of the frame because it has the same thing, and the frame is thicker. So if I just traced the frame,
wait a minute.
It would be too big. But the back has like an inset also. So either way, I would have to kind of do it the same way. Or you could measure it, and you could use a paper cutter, and there's lots of different ways that you can get your measurements other than just the way I just did it. It's just one way of doing it. I'm gonna follow my line and cut my paper right on my line. And this gets you like pretty decently close in size typically. Sometimes I'll have to like trim a little bit more or make adjustments, but it gets you pretty, I feel like it gets a pretty accurate cut. And then I'm gonna do the same thing here. fold it in there. Get a nice sharp seam.
Okay.
Ooh, buffalo check plaid curtains in her dining room at Christmas. Ooh, I love it.
You know, there was someone posted in the sharing group.
Tammy Monroy said, I was looking for the videos to finish crafts. I got behind. I found old ones from 2019, 2000, and 2021. Wow. Or what a difference, right? I know. A lot's changed since then. A lot's changed. Or maybe not changed, just gotten more comfortable. I don't like it when people are like, you've changed a lot. I'm like, well, I don't think I've changed as a person. I'm the same person I was. I've just gotten a lot more comfortable in my own skin. I've learned that it doesn't really matter that much what other judgmental people think. Back then I was worried about what judgmental people thought.
She worried about what everybody thought.
But I don't worry about that quite as much.
So, Marcia,
works.
she just wanted to know, do you get a discount if you are in the crafting
You get
group?
If you're in our craft kit group, you get a discount on our wood and metal cutouts. We cannot do discounts on stuff like this because we don't have enough of a markup room to include a discount. The only way would be is if we marked up prices higher, but I don't want to mark up prices higher for everybody just to, you know what I mean? Like give everybody the same price. Our prices for any of our craft tools, supplies, paints, all that stuff is basically set by the supplier. You know, what they charge us. There's a little bit of room to make a little bit off of each item that we sell because we are a business and it's just would not be smart business otherwise, I guess. But we try to keep the prices as affordable as we can for you guys.
Yeah, we keep them as low as we can.
We literally just go by their pricing structure. But yes, you do get a discount on the wood and metal cutouts. You get early access. I know. You get early access. I know, I always use too much Mod Podge. It's a good thing that stuff is super inexpensive.
Got that.
Because I always use too much. But I'll use that because I have to do my heart still.
Hi, Maria.
But they do get early access though. Like when these mats, as soon as we got them in, we let them know that we added these and we gave them first chance to get in and get them before we released them here on the main page.
Jenny, no, you still, her question is, so if we have cutouts and paint in our carts, will the discount apply automatically to the cutouts or no discount because of the paint items?
No, when you add you log into your account and you add your code, it'll take the discount off the ones that it works for, and it won't take it off the paint, but it'll take it off the wood cutout that you have in your cart. So yes, you can have multiple things in your cart and it'll just apply to the ones it's supposed to.
All right, it's time to dance.
Is it dancing time?
It's dancing time.
Wait, I thought we already...
No, because we missed one between there and here.
We did? I don't think we did. I thought this was our next one, but
no.
But that's okay. I love to dance. That was really over the top. I know. I love to dance. I love to dance. Ooh, I felt your hand like brush through my hair there. Woo! You almost took my head off. That was really bad dancing. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, that was bad.
See ourselves there. Like
there
it's dancing time. We have a delay, so we see everything after it happens over here. Look, we didn't lose people this time. Usually when we dance, we'll lose a few people. They're like, wow, what's happening there? We didn't lose anybody.
Wow.
Y'all, I don't know what I'm doing. I was going to use the iron technique, but I didn't. I just put it in wet. Oh, boy. Okay. I guess I can unplug my iron.
Get ready, guys. I'm going to grab some more names here.
So there's multiple ways. You can just put your Mod Podge in. You can put your paper in. You can make sure all your bumps and wrinkles are out. Dry it. Or you can use the iron technique.
Kathy says, I just got on and you two are just dancing away.
Woohoo! Woo!
Okay, we have...
It's getting a little warm in here now, y'all. All this dancing.
We have
oh, my goodness.
Dora Babiak. Sorry, I probably screwed that up.
That's where we are.
Elaine Rogers. Deborah Rapp, Patty Campbell, Jennifer Swindoll, Kathy Dickman, Ruth Apolsky, Connie Nicholson, Red Gifts. Red Gifts.
Red gifts.
Tinkerbell Rodriguez, Audrey Carpenter, Devonda Gregg, and Terry Miller.
So I had this heart from Dollar Tree, from the little wood section at
Oh,
Dollar
I
Tree.
have a heart.
Have a heart. If you don't have a heart, you can go to Dollar Tree and you can get one. I need a pen. I need a pen. Thank you, sir. I'm going to trace my heart.
Tammy says, no, you gained.
I know, which is a rare occasion. Usually we lose
Yeah,
some
seriously,
people.
you'll lose them.
People are like, okay, what's this train wreck happening here? Let me stay for a moment and see what is happening. So you guys want to know how we met, huh? Somebody was asking how we met.
Yeah, somebody asked how we met.
Yes, we met, what is it? It's 2023. So this year it will be 23 years we've met since we've been married.
Yeah.
It'll be 25 years ago we met this year. 25 years ago. Quarter of a century we will have spent together, minus the 3 months where he moved away and didn't tell me and ghosted me when we were dating. But we'll save that story for another day. Yes, he did that. He didn't break up with me. He literally moved away, sold his house and moved out of his house all in a quick weekend in like a day. And then I like stopped by, I'm like, he's not answering my calls. Why isn't he answering my calls? I stopped by his house. The house was empty. He done went and moved away. He didn't tell me where he moved to. Yeah, that happened. That happened. Y'all think he's such a Prince Charming sometimes. He has his moments.
I wasn't always this nice.
No, he was not. I keep telling him he's getting soft in his old age. We've had that conversation many times over the last 6 months of how soft he's gotten in his old age here. Yes. But anyways, we weren't going to talk about that. How do we meet? Let's talk about the good things. How do we meet? I don't know. That was an interesting day too. It was a blind date.
Yeah.
One
of my employees.
Yep, decided we needed to meet. And because Tim was sitting out hanging, they were out together, and he was telling them all these like hot mess people he's dated in the past, okay? Hopefully none of them are here. It's not you. It was all the other hot messes, okay, if you're here watching. But he was, kind of complaining about all these hot messes he was dating and, people not having their lives together and this and that and the other thing. And our friends were like, oh, we got somebody for you. She's got her life together. She's got her own place. Tiny little postage stamp apartment. But I got my own place. They really sold me high to him. So she has her own place. She works.
She loves country music.
She loves country music. She's the girl next door.
Oh, yeah, by the way, she has a son.
Yeah. And he's like, nope.
Nope.
He had a very different mindset back in that time.
Yeah, I had a very different mindset back then.
Yeah, he was like, nope, I don't. He used to call it, and he doesn't think this way anymore.
No, I don't.
He was young and immature.
Yeah, I was an idiot.
But he used to say, what did you used to say?
I used to say Instant Family just had Tim.
Yeah, he didn't want a ready-made family.
Family.
The other words he used to use. He didn't want a ready-made family.
Nope.
But they convinced him that he should still come and hang out, come and meet me. All right, so we have our heart. I don't know how they convinced him because he was a very stubborn man back then.
Oh, yes.
Very stubborn. So I don't even know. I give them a lot of credit. I'm going to take a little bit of my white paint and I'm going to kind of
Yes, Jenny.
paint some of the edges of my heart. Add a little bit of paint. So, and then they were telling me like, oh, he's got his own place. He's got his own business. He loves country music. He's a really great guy. So they really sold us up to each other.
Yeah.
So then we meet at the beer tent at the local festival in the town that I grew up in. That's the only good thing that's ever happened to me at that festival. Yeah, but I won't go into all that. When you're a teenager and you're a kid, you get in all kinds of trouble at the local festival when you're running around all weekend. How he dressed, yes. So our first impressions. Let's share our first impressions of each other. You share your first impression of me when I walked up.
You old enough to be here?
Yeah. I looked very young for my age. I was 21.
You still do.
I looked like I was about 15.
Yep.
And he literally thought, is she even old enough to be in here? Yeah. So my first impression of him was, I mean, he knew he was coming on a blind date. He could have at least gotten himself ready for it.
I did. I was primed.
His beard was all overgrown. Like, he had a goatee, but, like, you know, he was, like, unfreshly shaven. Like, he had,
About
like,
4 days in.
you know, like, very rustic, like, but, like, I was like, okay. He did have, like, a pair of, like, burgundy, like, khaki-style shorts and a striped polo with burgundy, green, blue. Kind of looked like your grandpa's polo shirt.
It's from the 80s.
Little did I know, that was a lot of effort for him, actually. That was actually a lot of effort for him back in that time. To wear something besides ripped up blue jeans that he wore for construction, that was a lot of effort for him. And I found out later that he actually went to his neighbor's house and was like, I got a blind date. How does this look? I didn't know all that. I was just like, jeez. He knew he was going on a blind date. He could have at least gotten himself ready. So... But we're both were willing to give it a chance. We both had such messed up previous love lives that we realized this can't be all that bad compared to our previous's. Okay,
Yeah.
So I'm using my Mod Podge. A Mod Podge in my heart. I'm going to do the iron technique for this one.
It's like
okay?
a different pair of scissors.
No, these are.
Oh. Those are the ones she usually uses.
These are the ones I use all the time.
Thank you, Billy, for the stars.
This is my cleaner pair, my newer pair. I have an older pair that's pretty beat up, but they still work. So I
Okay, get ready for some more names, guys.
So I'm putting my Mod Podge on. I'm going to let it dry completely. I'm going to help it along a little bit, and then we'll do the iron technique. But we decided we'll give it a chance. We hung out, had a couple beverages. And then we left there. We didn't stay there very long because I don't know why. I don't even know why. We didn't stay there very long. It was, oh my gosh. There goes my, oh my God, jeez.
You gotta get that other thing
Keep
set up.
dropping it. I know. I have like a little holder thing for it that I got to get installed.
No, I'm not forgetting the YouTube names, Jenny.
No, yep, he's getting them from both.
All right, we have Jennifer Swindoll, Shelley Friedman, Billy Eddy, Denise Whaler, Elizabeth Cadell Oral, Patty Cryer, Lana Morris, Patty
41
Campbell,
years.
Veronica Miller, Joan Smith, Tracy Benty, Sherry Davis, and Jackie Pettigrew.
I was just thinking Paula might not realize, like, she said those look like a different kind of scissors. These are a different kind. They have a spring. They are fantastic. These are the same ones that we have in our store. They have a little lock on them to close them, but they pop open automatically, and they're a lot easier in your hands. If you have arthritis or you cut a lot and you use scissors a lot, they work great, and they're Fiskars. I'm a little obsessed. If you're new here, you're going to realize real quick I'm obsessed with Fiskars. Obsessed.
A little bit.
Obsessed. So we've got our Mod Podge on, and it's dry. So now we're going to take our paper. We're going to position our paper where we want it, and look, you can like move it around. It's not
Glad
getting
you caught
all,
us, Debbie.
It's not getting all soggy. You can
Thank you, Nita.
position it there, and then you take a piece of parchment paper.
She loves our stories.
Aw, thank you. Same parchment paper that you bake cookies on, okay?
How many is a couple?
A couple what?
I don't know.
How many is a couple?
I don't know.
What is a couple? What did I say is a couple?
I don't know. Oh, it might have been a couple of drinks.
Oh, no, it wasn't that much, really. It really wasn't. I think I had one, actually.
Yes, Cindy, we do have the Fisker's handsaw.
So we ended up leaving there, like I think I had one, Tim maybe had two. Like we were there long enough to like, we didn't have a lot. And then we relocated to another place. And love our friends. Love our friends. Our
we didn't
friend
get a word in
is
edgewise.
a little chatterbox. She can carry a conversation. You're never going to have to worry about like, you know, she's just like, is relatable to everything and can just have a conversation. So we hardly talked at all. We literally were sitting across the table from each other and we were talking as a group, mainly to our friends, but not really to each other because there wasn't a lot of opportunity for that. So, so we really didn't get to know each other that well.
Yeah.
But then by the time we were done and we were all leaving, we were there for a couple hours. I'm gonna let this cool for just a second.
Maria, no.
Look how smooth that is.
Christy had Adam when we met.
Yes.
Adam was tiny. Yeah, what,
Was two? Two. Yep.
Adam was 2 when we met.
Yeah.
So
we were leaving, and it's always awkward that first date. We really didn't get to communicate that well. I'm gonna sand the edges. You can kind of see a little bit of overlapping of the paper. I don't know if you can see that or not, but we're gonna clean that up, and I just want to add a little bit of a distressing to my paper.
Ooh, Elizabeth. Yes, have a laugh with us before you do that. Apparently having a rough day.
Oh, I am sorry you're having a rough day. I'm glad you can hang out here and have a laugh with us, though. So we, the awkward goodbye, like, and our friends are standing right there. They're not like, oh, we'll get in the car and let y'all, like, they're like literally standing right there. So it was a little awkward.
Why do we have that mini iron in the shop, in our shop?
And he said something to the effect of, yes, this is in the store as well. And I just restocked these because we were sold out of these, for a little bit too, and I restocked these. But
Someone's asking about that sander too.
the sander is not in our shop. You can get these at like hardware stores and online. I have not found a supplier that carries these yet. I'm looking because y'all keep asking, but I have not found one yet. I did reach out to the company directly, but I don't think I'm anybody enough to to carry their supplies in my little baby store.
Anybody enough?
Yeah, I think they're just like, yeah, I don't know, because they never. I'll have to reach out to them again because that was a little while ago, but they haven't gotten back to me, so I'll reach out to them again. But he said something along the lines of, "So, do you want to hang out again sometime without babysitters or something like that, without our friends?" And I was like, yeah, maybe. And he's like, maybe you do or you don't. I think he was like, let's not play games. Like, you do or you don't. Are you just saying that and you're gonna like say no later? And I totally did. You know, because I mean, I thought he was intriguing enough by the end of the night, even though we didn't get to talk a whole lot. So we went out the next weekend. And we hit it off. We like talked the whole time. It flowed super smooth. He tried to be a sly one. He took me back to show me his house that he had built. No, just kidding. No, he was a total gentleman. He didn't try anything. He was a total gentleman. We literally stood in his kitchen till 4 o'clock in the morning talking. And we were together like every day, every weekend. Like in the evenings, we'd hang out. He'd come over for dinner. He didn't meet Adam right away.
No,
it was a couple months before he met Adam. So I mean, we were as much as we could be. Whenever Adam was at his dad's, like we were together that whole every day. And so yeah, we hit it off pretty quick. And then it got serious. And then he got scared. And then he moved away and didn't tell me. Little things like that. But it all worked. Clearly,
25 miles.
Clearly, it worked out in the end. So if you're out there and you are young and in love, or you're older and in love,
I think for the second date, I think I shaved for that one, didn't I?
You did. He was much more put together for the second date because he's like, okay, this is worth it. That's what I like to tell myself, anyways. But yeah, we had a lot of fun. We did. And it all worked out in the end. But if you're young and you're in love out there and someone is you think everything's going great and then he starts acting a little crazy and he just ditches and is out, he might just be scared because that happens. I have a lot of friends that's happened to. And then after a month or two, they get back together and everything's wonderful and they live happily ever after. So there's hope. There's hope. We are still friends with the people that set us up. We don't really talk to them a lot. They moved to another state and we're Facebook friends and we keep in touch with each other that way. but we don't really get to see each other really ever anymore. I'm going to dry brush a little bit of white.
Here, Wanda, I will. Here is the link. Paste. There's the link for the shop. We were apart for about 3 months.
Yeah. Yep.
So.
Yeah. Fate brought us back together. Or the inkling, or what is it? The craving for a snack brought us back together.
No, I had to get my coffee.
You had to get your coffee, brought us back together. I don't even remember what I got that day. But we ran into each other at a gas station. It was like just like out of a movie where like he's walking out, I'm walking in, and we both like just stopped and we're like, is that person really in front of me right now? Oh my gosh. And I had no clue he was there. He had no clue I was there. Neither one of us were driving recognizable vehicles. He had a new truck.
Not only did I sell my house and move, but I bought a new truck.
He bought a new truck, so I didn't even know what he was driving anymore. I couldn't even stalk him anymore. So he got a new truck, and I was driving a work vehicle, and I had like stopped to just grab a snack on the way through, a drink, probably a beverage. Yeah, so yeah. All right, guys, so this is where we are so far. So far, we are not done. I think I have some burlap.
Oh.
I had some burlap. Where's that burlap you brought here? I think I see it.
Oh.
I got some right here. Okay.
I'm gonna say there's.
I think I want to like.
Oh, will this be better?
No, that's too loosely. This will work. This will work. I'm going to.
I gotta go fill up my coffee.
Okay. I'm going to kind of trace around here. I'll use a Sharpie. A little wide. And then I'll cut just inside of my Sharpie lines. And this will help break up those two buffalo checks that are like competing with each other. This burlap. So, but yeah, we ran into each other at the gas station. And both like froze in our tracks. I have no idea what he was thinking. I don't think we've ever talked about what each other was thinking that day. I don't know. I was shocked. I just was in disbelief. My heart was racing a million miles a minute. What were you thinking that day when you saw me? We never talked about that.
I don't know.
I don't know, but it was just kind of like a hi. Hi, how are you? Good, how are you? It was really awkward.
It was.
There's a whole lot more I wanted to say, but I didn't. And then he said, he's like, I'm going up north this weekend to my parents, but when I get back, it was Easter weekend. It was the like Thursday before Easter. And he was like, I'll be back on Monday, maybe, when I get back, I'll give you a call. Or he said, when I get back, I'll give you a call. And I'm thinking, I'm never hearing from this man. He's full of baloney. He's not calling me. Monday night after work, he called me. I was shocked. And then he's like, well, do you mind if I stop by? I said, we can talk or whatever. And I'm like, sure. Didn't expect it. 5 minutes later, he was at my doorstep. I'm running around cleaning up my apartment, like tidying things up, like, oh my gosh.
No, Tammy, I didn't see that. Did you?
See what?
Did you see the post I put about your story in the local paper made it all the way to El Paso, Texas?
I did not, Miss Tammy. Can you send us that or like tell us where to find it? Did you see the post I put about your story in the local paper? Wow, that's pretty awesome. In El Paso, Texas? That's awesome. All right, I'm going to rough my edges up a little bit.
Rosemary, we have those exact scissors in our shop.
Yep.
Here, I'll
We do.
give you the link.
All right, so I'm going to roughen up my edges a little. Make it look a little.
Okay, get ready. I'm going to grab some more
tattered.
names here.
A little bit at the top. All right.
Just ordered the scissors today, too. Seems like you're using the things I ordered seconds before you went live.
Oh, perfect timing. All right, there's our little heart. A little heart. Do I want? Let's see. Let's see. Layer it all in here.
Jenny says, Tim, tell us why you up and moved.
Yeah,
Well,
Tim. Tell us. Tell us, Tim. Tell us, Tim.
I used to build houses for a living. And I made the cardinal, I committed the cardinal sin. And I built a house for myself in a subdivision that I was working in. Cardinal sin. So it got to be where, everybody was asking me for, do you do this? Do you do this? Do you do this? Do you do this? So I had a lot of side work, but, it's not really side work when you own the business. And then what really just kind of put I got tired of it. And I started telling a lot of people no. And what really was the icing on the cake for me to sell my house and get out was I had been out with the guys on Saturday, and Sunday morning I was failing it. I was in not good shape. And
I'm just wrapping some twine around. I'm going to tie a little bow on the center.
And at 7 o'clock in the morning, someone from down the street comes. Tim, can you cut this piece of wood for me? Oh, yeah. No.
That was a problem, though. Even when we were dating, it was always be almost every weekend he was building somebody a deck.
Yeah, a deck, installing garage door openers, installing screen doors. Oh, there was...
constantly.
Constantly. Yeah. And so it's no, I had enough. So I sold my house.
Yeah. So. I know, Holly. I love the scissors, too.
All right.
So I kind of, moved my strings so they're kind of all separated. So they're not all, not just one tight line. They're kind of spaced out. And I'm going to tie a little bow.
Okay, we have Linda Finley, Tammy Taylor, Enza Belicia Hunt, Rosemary, Huddick, Denise Zattel Rosa, Debbie Emile, Marcel Bilbo, Jamie Zajac, Susan McDonald, Yvonne Warner, Jenny Roberts Day, and Maria Cerulo Wieland.
Our little heart. I think he knew how old I was. I think they had told him how old I was.
Yes, they did.
But, I think he was just is she really that old? Is she really old enough to be here? I think he was just shocked at how young I looked, because I looked very young. Very young. Okay, so I've got that. I think I want to, I'm not loving the color of this burlap. So I think I'm going to take a little antique wax and just kind of stain it up a little bit. It's just too crisp and clean and fresh. We got to dinge it up a little bit. Dinge it up a bit. And then I think I want something to maybe back behind. I got these little Scrabble letters. I got X's and O's. I even dug through and found enough X's and O's to send. We're going to gift this, whatever I'm using today, I'm going to gift some of to somebody who's hanging out with us today. So just sprinkle the video. That's what gets you into the running. But X's are hard to find, y'all. X's are hard to find in the Scrabble letters. But I found enough. And I'm sharing them with somebody here. They're 8 pointers. 8 points for an X. Ooh, I need a little more. 8 points.
8 points.
8 points. And that's a lot of points in a Scrabble game. It's a lot of points. Don't blame me, y'all, for moving. Wait, what? For moving? That he moved on me? Oh. Can you scroll down just a little bit? Oh. Don't blame me at all for moving. Sounds like your life was changing in every way possible. Then once you moved and got things straightened out, God placed Christy in your life again just at the right time. Right. I know. I think he was definitely feeling the pressures of all the craziness that was going on in his life. He worked very hard. I worked
a lot.
A lot. They worked all day in the summer, dang near till dark. And then all weekend long, they would usually work their regular crew on Saturdays, the regular hours. Yep. And he owned his own business. So y'all know who own your own business. There's a lot of other things that you do that people don't necessarily realize.
Especially in construction.
Yes. Oh, yes. That looks so much better. So much better. Let me show you guys. It just looks so much better. So much better. So our heart's going to go in there.
Oh yes, Ramona. It's been snowing on and off all day. I haven't looked out
Yes.
since we went live.
Not since we went live. And I think I even want to incorporate a little bit of this antique wax. I'm not gluing anything. Like, that's one tip when you're crafting.
Thank you, Catherine.
Don't just glue your first piece in. Like, get everything kind of ready and then lay it all out, because you might change your mind in how you want things to look. Whoa, I went a little heavy with that antique wax there, but that's okay. We can
You're
tone
good
it.
with that.
We can tone that down. I just feel like the antique wax kind of ties in all the shades of brown together. If you don't have,
It's snowing pretty good right now.
yeah.
Yep.
Get a
I was
little
gonna
bit.
say I'd pull it up on my phone and
Yeah, we're supposed to get a decent amount of snow today.
Yeah.
Decent amount.
yeah, it's snowing pretty good here.
I'm gonna work around the top a little bit.
Oh yeah, down there by the border, you guys are supposed to really get.
Oh yeah, we aren't even in the
Smacked.
worst. We are not even in the worst area. There's a
No.
lot of places that are gonna get a lot worse than us around us.
He says never would have thought to use antique wax on burlap.
Oh yes, yes. It works really well. The stencil brush works really good for applying it, because if you want, you don't want to brush it, because then your burlap's gonna all stretch and do weird things.
Oh
But
my gosh, you guys in New York are getting more snow?
Oh, our poor New York friends. You all
Yes.
are getting hit hard.
The girls are already gone for the day. Austin's still here.
Yeah, luckily all of our people live pretty close.
Yeah.
Cody lives the furthest. She's about 20 minutes away. She's the furthest, but most of them live very close, and it's just like back roads basically to get to their houses. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Okay. We're gonna do a little bit on our heart too, because why not? Why not? Why not? You can never have enough antique wax, really. Right? That's the way I feel anyways. Okay. A little bit on the front edges even. Okay. Now I
No
gotta
snow in Vegas, but very cold.
figure out what to do.
What
with
is
these
very
letters.
cold in Vegas?
I heard it's only supposed to be 50 when I go to California. What? I think Monday it's only supposed to be 50. I'm like, don't they know that we're coming and it needs to be warm? Don't they know? Oh, shoot. Don't lose my valuable letters. I'm going to antique wax these too. Because, again, why not? Why not?
Why not?
Ooh, that was too much. But we can tone it down. Okay, a little too much. A little too much. Okay.
Yeah, it can snow because while Christy's gone, I think me and the kids are gonna go skiing.
Yeah, they got all kinds of fun plans while I'm gone. They're gonna have too much fun without me. Okay. So those are distressed a little
I did
bit.
27 last night. Jeez.
Now, do we just put them in there? XOXO.
Sunny and 80 in St. Croix. Yeah, I'm sure.
That's amazing. Amazing. I feel like we need a little something behind our XOXO.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just feel like it needs a little something behind it, y'all. You know, don't you agree? Maybe another little piece of burlap there. Maybe I'm open to suggestions, y'all. We got ideas.
Let's see.
Tell me in the comments. Maybe another
Let's
little piece
see.
of burlap.
T. Petrina says 70 in Cali. Some days will be the mid 60s next week. Colder at the coast. Come inland. I'll buy you lunch.
I don't even know, like, geographically where anything is in California. All I know, it's Southern California where I'm going. And it's not called La Jolla. It's not called La Jolla.
No.
I did learn that. Yes, I had to learn that. Yes.
Someone said back it with black paper.
Oh, black paper. That's an idea.
Do you even have black paper?
I got a little square of burlap. Oop, that I got a big old glob of antique wax onto. Oop, I need a wipey. Can you give me a wipey, please?
Yep.
I need a wipey. A diaper wipe. I call them wipies because that's what we called them when our kids were babies. Okay. Ooh, something red. I was thinking if I had red burlap, which I do at the house. I don't have any here. Red burlap probably would have been cute. But let's see.
Oh no, that was orange.
Let's throw this in here and see.
I think she's gonna be going for like 5 days.
That's cute. I'll be back Thursday. I think that's kind of cute. I think that could work. A little, oh, can y'all see that? Can you see that? XOXO.
All right, get ready, guys. I'm gonna grab some more names here.
That works. Ooh, antique wax all over me. Jeez. I do feel like it needs a little something up there, though. Ah, y'all. This is live crafting. We're figuring it out as we go.
Wow, you left that one sit a little long.
I know. That's why I put them in the water. Okay. Ooh. Those are gonna go there. Maybe like a little red button or something. Or
so what about?
What are your ideas?
Well, I was thinking like one of those little wooden hearts, or one of the little metal hearts.
I think they're too big. You mean the ones in the shop?
Yeah.
I think they're too big. I think they might be too big. They might be too big for that space. But maybe like a couple little buttons. I can just do a couple buttons and spread them out in there. Maybe.
Okay, we have Darlene Abercrombie Wagner, Elizabeth Cadell Oral, Marjorie Sherrill Bowring, Kathy Butcher, Jean Warren, Jean Humphreys Calandro.
That's kind of cute.
Pam Betts, Jessica Kelly, Maria Cerullo Whelan, Jenny Roberts Day, Michelle Johnson,
What do y'all think?
and Joan Smith.
Yes or no to the buttons? Hearts for yes, thumbs up for no. For the buttons, just kind of like staggered in there. Maybe like a little button. You can find a little one. I kind of picked some that were a little bit more like, not bright red, but a little bit more of a muted red. Maybe one right here on the burlap. Are you watching, Tim? Thumbs up for the hearts. Or I'm sorry, hearts for the hearts. Or I can't even talk. Hearts for the buttons. Thumbs up for no buttons. Tim, watch. Because I'm not watching. I'm looking for buttons. I'm looking for more buttons.
Well, it's
Swap that one out.
a lot of hearts.
A lot of hearts.
A lot of hearts.
A lot of hearts. I think it's kind of cute with the little buttons. I think it's cute. I think it's cute.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's the hearts.
Like the buttons, I think the buttons are cute. It just adds a little bit of something. A little bit of something in there. Okay. I think I'm ready to glue. I will pick a few buttons to put with, we're going to gift this stuff to somebody, and I'll gather up what I'm using and put here with you, for you. And I'll put some buttons in there for you too. I'll dig some out. They might not be the exact ones I'm using, but they will be very similar. So no turning back. We're gluing, and then we're going to pick somebody who sprinkled this video to be gifted this set. Or this little, I guess, little craft kit.
Ooh. Laura, a newbie from the Eastern Shore of Maryland.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Okay. No turning back.
Yeah, there's a song with that I'm trying to...
I was just going to say, I feel like there's a song.
There is.
All I'm thinking is turn back time.
Yeah, no, that's not it.
I know it's not it, but that's the only one that's coming to my head. Thank you for sprinkling, Miss Candy. Elizabeth says, love a good button. I know, me too. Anita says, I've learned so many tips from you in all your crafts. Well, thank you. I love to hear that.
I love your East Coast way of saying buttons.
Buttons? I just say them. Yeah. I always find that like funny when people like say like stuff about how I say things, because of course I think I talk the most normal way ever because
you do.
Because I've only ever heard myself talk my whole life, you know? But I always find it funny when people are like, I love the way you say that. I'm like, what? Isn't that how you say it? Isn't that how everybody says it?
No.
Buttons. All right. Let's glue these on. And I'm going to do them a little kind of like crookedy wonkedy.
Oh. Lori is at the hospital with her daughter since Monday.
Oh, goodness.
They induced and tried everything.
Oh.
Now it's got to be a C-section.
Oh, boy.
Ugh.
Oh, the poor thing since Monday.
Wow.
That poor girl. At this point, she's probably like, just, I don't care. Get the baby out. Get it out. Get it out. I'm over this. She's probably like,
Oh, she probably just
I'm sure she's
exhausted.
been through the number of emotions that she's probably has been through since Monday. I cannot even begin to imagine. No. My very first one was a very long labor. They pretty much got quicker with each one.
Yeah, they weren't very long.
I did not have there's labor and then there's labor. You know what I mean? With the last three, they were all, Jake was 3 hours, about 3 hours where it was like, ooh, this is like, ooh, I can't continue a conversation through this. So about 3 hours.
But what the Jacobs, your doctor said?
I wasn't going to share that one. Yeah. My OB really liked my pelvis. He really liked it.
Good
He said,
childbearing hips.
He says, you've got a pelvis you can drive a truck through. I'm like, what?
I would have just left it at good childbearing hips.
Yeah.
Is where I'd have left it.
No, he didn't leave it there. He proceeded to say,
I wasn't going to go there.
That's what he said. He said, I got a pelvis you can drive a truck through. I'm like, well, gee, thanks. Thanks. I appreciate it. Good childbearing hips. Mm-hmm. Yep. I got good genes. Good genes. Those hips run strong in our family. Couldn't believe it. Trevor was a little bit longer. And then Elena's was super quick too. So
yeah.
It's weird how that happens. Okay, guys. How are we looking? Let me take a peek. Make sure it's good. Get rid of these glue webs. Oh, that's so cute. So simple. Wow. Very farmhouse.
I was in labor with my first son 36 hours before they induced.
That's a long time. No. I feel for those mamas that have to push and push and push and push and push for hours. Like, I cannot fathom that. And some of you will hate me for saying this. You will absolutely hate me for saying this. Even Adam, who I had an extremely long labor with, but when I started to push, it was like 3 pushes and out. Like all of my kids, like because I got a pelvis you can drive a truck through. It's the benefit. But they oh, I lost my track of thought of what I was going to say. What was I saying?
I don't know.
Oh, but I just can't even imagine those poor mamas. Some of you who have pushed for like 10 hours of just pushing after like hour. I don't even know 10 hours, but a long time of nonstop pushing. I can't even imagine. Like my heart breaks for the pain you were going through because that's insane. But there we go. Isn't that cute?
That's what attracted me to her. She had good childbearing hips.
That's why he fell in love with me. This is a very simple farmhouse craft that you probably could recreate with things you have at home. You might not have this exact heart, but you could take some cardboard and cut it in the shape of a heart like this. It's very primitive heart.
It's the sign-based Hobby Lobby, isn't it?
It is a Hobby Lobby sign base. This is what it looked like when I started. It was just the wood heart from Dollar Tree, Scrabble X's and O's, and then it was just one of the clearance. It was $1. It was 90% off at Hobby Lobby. It's actually kind of cute of a frame on its own, but I bought multiple of these because it was such a good price. So we are about to gift this and everything else I used today to somebody. So all you have to do, if you haven't yet, sprinkle this video real quick. That just means to share the video. And Tim is going to scroll through the names. When I tell him to stop, the first name that he sees that tells us that you sprinkled, because we can see that on our end, is going to be gifted this stuff. So y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? 2 minutes apart, but when I got to the hospital, they quit. Oh, yeah, that happens a lot. Yes, and then they give you that, yes, that Pitocin is evil stuff. Evil. It's evil.
It's
evil.
devil.
It is. It makes your contractions insane. 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 All right, we ready?
Ready.
I know we can talk about, like, us women can talk about birthing and laboring
All day.
forever. Oh my gosh, it's something you can, like, that's something that all of us can relate to. You can meet a total stranger, start talking about your babies being born, and your best friends, and you're talking for hours if you let yourself.
Yep.
Yes.
All
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Here we go.
Scrolling. Keep those names a rolling.
Scrolling.
A winner.
Scrolling.
Scrolling.
Ooh, we're really
Keep
off
those
from each
names
other.
a rolling.
Stop.
Scrolling.
In the name of
All right.
love, before you break my heart. I was really bad singing, and our timing was really off from each other that time. We were really off. So Tim is writing the name down on a sticky note. He is going to hand it to me. I was off. He was perfectly on time. I was off.
Yes.
I love this craft and all your
it's my
ideas.
song.
I have just now started to think of them on my own. I love that, Miss Tammy. I love that. The more you craft, the more those ideas will start flowing. Be inspired by those of us who do things like this, and then you're going to get to a point where you can walk into your craft room and you can look around and you can put something together just with what you have. So the more you do it, the more you'll be able to just come up with things. All right, we have Miss Teresa Steedman. Teresa Steedman, send me
Steedman or Stedman?
Stedman, probably Stedman.
Probably Stedman.
Send Teresa. If this is you. If this is you, send me
That's
an
right there.
Miss
Sure.
Teresa. There we go, Miss Teresa. Send me an email at Christy's team at christyscraftroom.com.
She's a YouTuber.
Christy's team at christyscraftroom.com. Send me your address and I will send you all of this plus the other. I'll grab some paper for you and some buttons and some burlap and send all this goodies to you, okay? So thank you guys for hanging out. We appreciate you being here. We will, I promise you, we have more of these mats coming for those of you that didn't get them because they sold out so fast. We have more coming. We will post it here on the page when they come and let you all know. So thank you for hanging out. What did you come up with for the bed of the red truck? For the bed of the red truck. The bed of the red truck. This one? For the bed of the red truck. Was I coming up with something? I don't know what I was coming up with. I did a tutorial on how I put this truck together. So there was a tutorial from last week of how this truck goes together. A ton of you guys bought this truck. So if you bought this truck, you can just go back and you can rewatch the replay of how to put it together, okay?
Thank you, Lynn.
I don't know if this is what you're talking about, or if you're talking about something else. I don't know about any other red truck, though. I don't know. Unless you're talking about what's going in it. But we have lots of different things to go in it. And we have more stuff coming. More new stuff coming. Maybe that's what she means, of different ideas to go in it. So, all right, guys, we're going to hop off here. We're going to go see how much snow we got. And we're going to get ready to go home before we get too much snow here. So we love you guys, and we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
If I can
Can you reach?
There we go.